King Sombra went down to Ponyville. He was looking for a mare to wed, a lovely bride to be at his side, and to end the lonely life he led. He had tried searching in the Crystal Empire for his bride-to-be, but the mares there were unwilling to spend even a second in his company. So he decided to branch out, searching in Manhattan and Canterlot. So far, no place had the kind of wife and companion that he sought. After 4 hours or so, King Sombra was ready to call it quits. The search was pretty fruitless, and it was about time to split. The mares of Ponyville were on the whole not too bad. They were just either too chatty, too masculine, or too into fads. He soon came across a young unicorn with her nose stuck in a book. It was then that he fell hard and knew that she had what it took.
I'm guessing that you worked it out, but the fact is, I'm a king and I don't want to make a scene, but I'm on one knee and holding this ring. You're smart and beautiful. That much I can see. So here's the appeal, and accept the deal. Return to the Crystal Empire and marry me.
The unicorn replied, "My name's Twilight Sparkle, and my answer is no. I don't mean to gripe, but you're just not my type. So back to the Crystal Empire you should go." King Sombra, change your tactics and show her you're sincere. Now's not the time to give up, nor is it the time to shed a tear. And if you want her, show her your heart's not made of stone. If you fail, then you lose her, and you'll always be alone. Pinkie Pie had been watching and believed in King Sombra's plight. So she decided to play matchmaker and end both of their lonely nights. She pulled a piano out of thin air, much to her enormous glee, and fire flew from her hoofs as she pounded on its keys. Every pony started dancing, and King Sombra threw a grin. Twilight rolled her eyes, and then they both joined in. The entire town was involved, and it was certainly a weird affair. A cross-eyed mare and a gallop Freyan were considered an odd pair. But the flooded quarters would thrash me if I forgot to bring up the kiss between the yellow Pegasus and the love-struck Draconicus. As for Applejack and Rainbow Dash, well, they decided to go as friends. But it was obvious that they were crushing just by looking at them. And Spike struck out with Rarity, which was to no pony's surprise. But at least he got to dance with Sweetie Belle, a sort of consolation prize. While the pair was dancing, King Sombra's eyes never left her own. The seeds of affection had been planted and had quickly grown. And to her own surprise, Twilight Sparkle's heart began to beat. As it turns out, he was the nicest stallion that she'd ever hoped to meet. King Sombra and Twilight Sparkle continued to dance. It was the start of a Pinkie Pie certified romance. Neither of them stopped until the dead of night. Did Pinkie tire them out? Nah, just a mite. When the dance had finished, King Sombra offered to walk Twilight home, to which she happily agreed, as she did not want to be left alone. Twilight said, "Sombra, I'm just not ready to get married yet. There's still a lot that I want to do, but I'd be more than happy to go on a date. Pick me up tomorrow at 1:45." King Sombra rubbed his face because Twilight had kissed his cheek, and was rewarded with her laughter at this king looking so meek. He pumped his hoof in the air once he was sure her back was turned, for he'd finally found the one thing that he had always yearned. And here's the end of this tale. The Twibra ship has started to set sail. Does anyone hear wedding bells in the future for these two? Pinkie Pie says, "Yes, I sure do!"
Well, that's enough of that.
Discord yawned and closed the cover of the book he'd been reading out loud. He stretched, cracking his neck and back with audible pops. He then used his chaotic sixth dimension sense to peer past the confines of his reality and smirked at the being observing him.
Welly. Well, enjoy yourself. I know I did.
He poofed himself a bowler hat and a tall glass of chocolate milk as he sat cross-legged in the air.
Yes, faithful reader, Discord. That is me. Was your humble narrator all along. Apology logic. I was just sipping my chalky mocha and shrugging me, Glover, deciding what votes to be today.
The bowler and chocolate milk vanished and Discord continued, deciding to drop the phony accent.
Basically, I was just really bored. But you had fun, right, buddy? Anyway, I got more chaos to spread. So I'll get out of your hair. And Mr. Ed, or whatever you want to call yourself, do remember to have more of me in your post next time. We can't be forgetting the most important character after all.
There was a knock at the door and Discord stared puzzlingly at it.
How odd. I don't recall inviting any more over.
He magically opened it, revealing a very angry-looking King Sombra, his eyes glowing green with streams of purple mist.
Sombra! Old friend, how you been?
The fuming stallion growled.
You had me trapped in a book for 30 minutes!
Well, it looks like you've covered the problem and grew enough of a spine to get on the same page as you.
Discord joked, booping Sombra's nose.
Get it? It's book humor. We have fun here.
He then snapped his fingers to get rid of Sombra, only to stare puzzlingly at him as nothing happened.
Ha! That's weird.
Sombra grinned, revealing his sharp canines.
You're mine now.
Discord gulped.
Oh, crude, mister.
Support me on Patreon and Ko-fi, links in the description. Thanks for listening, and be sure to subscribe. Good night, every pony.